children and men involved in our situation here at Mount Carmel. But I am really concerned about the lives of my brethren here, and also really concerned even greater about the lives of all those in this world.
All that remains today of the Branch Davidian church home near Waco, Texas, is a pile of rubble and a lot of unanswered questions.
Did not have to end that way. But man is so impatient, and man thinks he's so intelligent. He tries to outdo God. But what the people did not understand is that they were fighting God. And if you read Psalms 2, you'll find out that God is laughing at people that think they have won the war. It's his war, and he'll finish it.
Anybody who has met any of us Davidians, Branch Davidians, has said, when we meet you, we see how intelligent, how honest, how just what you're like. And that's not the picture that's been painted in the media of what we are at all. They've said cultists, you know, and you've seen a picture of a building, and pictures have been painted in your minds about who we were and what we believed and what we stood for. People said we were brainwashed, we were mind controlled. Those things were not true at all. We were all there studying the Bible because we could see that David had something to teach that nobody else did.
The Branch Davidian doctrine is often misunderstood, and it was over a difference of interpretation of the book of Revelations that led its founder, Victor Houteff, to leave the Seventh-day Adventist Church.
We believe that the Bible in its entirety, from the book of Genesis all the way through the book of Revelation, including some books that were not included in the King James Bible, are all prophetic, and they all point to the times that we're coming to today.
He moved his followers from Los Angeles to Waco, Texas in 1935, purchased property near Lake Waco, and established the Mount Carmel Center. This original property was later sold, and the church moved to a location about 12 miles east of Waco. They believed the return of Christ was imminent, and in 1959, about 900 church members gathered here at the new Mount Carmel to await the second coming. In this rare interview, Branch Davidian spokesman Dudley Goff explained the biblical basis for their religious beliefs.
And the purpose in his gathering all nations there to battle is that he might prepare the land so that he can set up his kingdom, so that his people might return there and set up his kingdom in compliance or in fulfillment of the prophecy of Daniel 2:44, where the Lord says he's going to set up his kingdom down in the last days. That particular prophecy is brought out on this small chart.
Unlike mainstream Protestant theology, the Branch Davidians do not believe there will be a rapture of the church. They believe Christians will endure the tribulation and suffer persecution for their faith.
The image to pieces, and Daniel said that this stone is God's kingdom that is set up in the days of these kings that are represented by the toes.
We have come down to the toes of time, the feet of the image, which would be divided. Daniel saw our day. He saw exactly what would happen, and he was told in Daniel 12. Daniel and Revelation are two books that go hand in hand.
After the death of Victor Houteff in 1955, church leadership went to Benjamin and Lois Roden, but over the years their numbers slowly dwindled away. When Vernon Howell, who later changed his name to David Koresh, appeared on the scene in the 1980s, many thought it was a sign.
He did his best. That's what I know. Everything he tried, he did his best, and he made an effort in letting us know he cared about us. And he was from the beginning, from Palestine up until the time when you saw the big house there. He was always improving our life, always trying to help us.
Every living soul that accepts Christianity, I challenge them to show me the 7 seals of Revelation 4 and 5. And if they can't do it, then I show them. And if they're honest, they'll see it.
Like many survivalist groups today, the Branch Davidians began to prepare for the coming persecution. They purchased weapons for self-defense and stored food supplies to sustain them.
A lot of people vilified the Branch Davidians because they had a lot of food, they had a lot of ammo, they were sort of separatists, survivalists, waiting for Armageddon. And, you know, while you might not want that sort of person living next door to you, there's really nothing wrong with it. There's nothing illegal about it. There's nothing that would...
When a disgruntled church member, Mark Bro, was expelled for improper conduct, he went to the authorities with fabricated stories of child molesting and weapons violations.
Him having sex with underage girls and molesting children and so forth was something that was cooked up by members who were